Hey everybody, welcome back to another daily Videodevo. Rene here in my office today, and I want to show you that little clip of a sermon from 1979 by S.M. Lockridge. It has contemporary visuals to it, but the audio is from years and years ago, and a lot of you have said, I'd love to see that again, so I'm about to show it to you. But first, I want to remind you why I showed that in my sermon this last weekend. I wanted to illustrate a point from the book of Colossians chapter 1. We started a brand new series in the book of Colossians called Focused this last weekend. The Apostle Paul is trying to help the Colossians focus back on Jesus Christ because they've been distracted by so many things. And Paul goes off on a riff about Jesus Christ, just this cascade of beautiful truths about the majesty of Christ. And he says, starting in verse 15, He is the image of the invisible God, the firstborn over all creation. For by him all things were created, things in heaven, things on earth, things visible, things invisible, whether thrones or powers or rulers or authorities, all things created by him, all things created for him. He is before all things. In him all things hold together. He is the head of his body, the church. He is the beginning and the firstborn from among the dead, so that in everything he has the supremacy. Man, that is powerful. And as I talked about this last weekend, while there are amazing theological truths in there that we can and should mine for their rich meaning, we shouldn't miss what Paul's trying to do here with the impact of this spoken word piece, this lyric in the Bible about Jesus Christ. And as I said, it's something like the impact you feel in your heart when you listen to the words of a great African-American pastor named S.M. Lockridge. And here is where I want to show you this fantastic piece. It's the end of a sermon that he called, That's My King. Watch this, focus on Jesus, and I know you're going to have a great day.
The Bible says, my king is the king of the Jews. He's the king of Israel. He's the king of righteousness. He's the king of the ages. He's the king of heaven. He's the king of glory. He's the king of kings. And he's the Lord of lords. That's my king. I wonder, do you know him? He's the greatest phenomenon that has ever crossed the horizon of this world. He's God's son. He's a sinner's savior. He's the centerpiece of civilization. He's unparalleled. He's unprecedented. He is the loftiest idea in literature. He's the highest personality in philosophy. He's the fundamental doctrine of true theology. He's the only one qualified to be an all-sufficient savior. I wonder if you know him today. He's the key to knowledge. He's the wellspring of wisdom. He's the doorway of deliverance. He's the pathway of peace. He's the roadway of righteousness. He's the highway of holiness. He's the gateway of glory. Do you know him? Well, his light is matchless. His goodness is limitless. His mercy is everlasting. His love never changes. His word is enough. His grace is sufficient. His reign is righteous. And his yoke is easy. And his burden is light. I wish I could describe him to you. He's indescribable. He's incomprehensible. He's invincible. He's irresistible. Well, you can't get him out of your mind. You can't get him off of your hand. You can't outlive him, and you can't live without him.